At this birth of the African School of Governance in Kigali, the Rwandan capital, by top African leaders, the focus is on building a new institution that will lead to the rebirth of Pan-Africanism so as to promote good governance and development for a continent that's already battered by poor leadership. Led by Nigeria's Professor Kingsley Moghalu as president and founded by the president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, with support from the former Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Hailemariam Desalegn. This institution is being touted as the new driving force that will shape public discourse through research and generate a new crop of 21st century African leaders.
Our aim has been to create a uniquely African, independent institution with world-class standards to train public leaders that are rooted and committed to serve the well-being of their people.
The ASG has its faculty drawn from top-performing Africans in the academia and global leadership, with top former African leaders also combining their wealth of experience in the governing council.
Our faculty and speakers, as we unroll and unfold our programs starting in September, will include such prominent African leaders as His Excellency Hailemariam Desalegn, our co-founder, so he will also be one of our lecturers here. His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, former President of Kenya. His Excellency Ian Khama, former President of Botswana. His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, our dear Baba, former President of Nigeria. His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan, former President of Nigeria, and others.
Nestled in the lush green city of Kigali, many here say a new Africa is possible as they would ensure that the continent rises from the ashes of adversity in Rwanda to the promises of a nurtured generation of new leaders that will strike a major difference in global affairs. At the heart of the formation of the African School of Governance is the leadership recruitment system across Africa. The focus now is on a new generation of African leaders who will not only be solving the generational problems that the continent has been facing, but of course study it and go through institutions that will help bring a diversity of ideas that will be helpful in resolving political, social, and governance issues. But this won't come without some challenges. Hence the admonition by some leaders of thought here for the new institution to stay the course and generate a working curriculum that speaks to Africa's newest challenges.
I think the world today is in a serious short measure about leadership and governance. It's not an African problem. So I'm hoping that the African School of Governance is not about figuring out how to correct things we have done wrong, which we need to do right. It's about how we can contribute to a new landscape globally.
The next thing I think that we need in the future leaders of our continent, as we design the Africa School of Government, we need people that can work with the rest of the world.
I think with this School of Governance, we have to disseminate, number one, the Pan-Africanism. This is a huge idea. This is a theory, this is a concept, this is a practice. With our leaders, such Nkrumah, such Ngor, such His Excellency the Emperor of Ethiopia, and much others. The people of Africa now, the young generation, do not know them.
The Moghalu-led African School of Governance says it hopes to open its doors to students in September 2025 after securing a facility in the Rwandan capital, even as there's renewed optimism that the dreams of Kwame Nkrumah, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Julius Nyerere, and Nelson Mandela for a united Africa, sharing a central Pan-African ideology, will come to fruition through the new institution. Somna Sambo, Arise News, Kigali.